Hello, hello. I'm back again. We have a lot to discuss. I went ahead and made me a nice cappuccino, so cheers. These beans are really nice. It's grown. I wouldn't say locally, but Tucson is known for their beans, their coffee beans. So it's really great espresso. All right. Well, we have a lot to discuss about a couple things that's happened. Take a little sip here. And we're firing through, and we want to make sure you guys are aware of this. Okay, so back in the day, a couple months ago, a lot of people were talking about how Bright Health was better than Clover. It was all Bright Health, Bright Health, Bright Health, right? The revenues are growing more than Clover. They're doing, they're growing crazy. Okay. However, we're starting to see that something's starting to crack. Bright Health on April 18, the day before my birthday, Bright Health exited 6 states because of financial problems. They're exiting and they will no longer offer family plans in Illinois, New Mexico, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Utah, Virginia. And again, this is kind of reminds me of Jumia, how they went in, didn't work out, and then they left. Again, Jumia is e-commerce, completely different business. But when you go into a community that way, and then you leave, and you just basically say, well, leaving those markets should not have an immediate impact on revenue because, hey, they only represent 5% of expected revenue. They're only 5%, so we could just cut them off. When you're trying to establish yourself as an insurance brand, you don't want to get stories like this because it's, yes, you need to make a profit, of course, but your brand suffers. Okay. And obviously, we are starting to see their brand suffering. I mean, they're cutting 150 jobs, trimming about 5% of their workforce. So they're not looking too bright now. So in this video, we're going to be doing an intrinsic value calculation on the Bright Health stock. I've gotten a lot of requests from this. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get it done. And this will help you understand a little bit why Clover is positioned and poised to be at a better angle because of this. Because growth, it's like life. Okay. Too much growth is bad, cancer, right? Too little, well, you become stagnant. Too much oxygen, things become flammable. Too less of oxygen, you can't breathe. So it's all about balance. And unfortunately, Bright Health tipped into a very bad balance. I mean, losing $1 billion, more than $1 billion, come on, right? That is a lot, okay? So you got to add these up, and another thing why Clover was concerning me. However, we are going to go through Bright Health's earnings presentation, just the things that we're going to be using, okay? Just a quick thing. They're expecting to be at break even at 2024. However, Clover is expecting 2023, all right? Now, I think it's 2024, but, if they say 2023, then there it is. So it's very clear from this perspective that Clover is looking like a better company to invest in. Now, a lot of people didn't believe that. And by the way, please put this on StockTwits to get the word out, to help people get into the market here, to understand this Bright Health thing. Because everyone was saying Bright Health is better. And then, now look at it, right? It's $1.81, but hey, that's all stocks, right? But it's growing more. It's growing more, right? But why is Clover a little higher, right? Especially during these markets, a little counts, right? Well, because if you look at the analyst ratings, in which we have access to, which we'll talk about on our brain machine, which just became live, we'll talk about how they just recently downgraded. Okay, so Bright Health is not looking too hot. So I want to just very quickly switch gears really fast. A lot of people talked about this is all everything we offer. A lot of people talked about our stock alerts if it comes with a free trial, which is our Discord channel, which has our artificial intelligent technology support and resistance lines. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but we heard you and we listen. So we've switched vendors to allow this because unfortunately Patreon didn't allow free day trials. So now when you click this, you guys have access to a 3-day free trial, no risk. You can cancel, no worries. But I think you guys would see. I think the results speak for themselves. We're getting our members are making money. They're doing really good, and this is everything that it comes with. And the proof is in the pudding. People are making money, and our AI systems work, and it's good to go. So, if you want access to this, it is going to be in the description box below. If you rewatch the video not on live, but if you are on live, it's simply at alstocktrades.com, and you can click on Al Stock Alerts. But I'll just put it here in the description for people that are interested in wanting to learn a little bit more. Okay, so I'm very excited about the free trial. I really want everyone to see what we built together. Okay, so now that we've talked about the Bright Health, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an intrinsic value calculation. And again, this is from our Mastering Stock Market course. If you want access to this, someone told me to be a little bit more clearer, so that's why I'm doing this. Usually I just say, okay, yeah, it's over here. You'll find it on our alstocktrades.com, and it'll be under Mastering Stock Market. And this is the package. And guess what? It comes with lifetime access to our stock alerts. So if you don't want to do the monthly payments, there it is, right? And this will slowly increase to its value of $2,000 once it's lifted out of beta access. So it's currently in beta access, so it's a heavy discount. All right, so now we did all of that. Now let's talk about the price target for Bright Health. Okay, so let me go ahead and take a little sip here. I spoke a little slower because I wanted to make sure I don't confuse anyone because we do offer a lot of products. So, all right. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be taking the revenue from 2018 to 2021, and we're going to be doing usually we would do a 5% free cash flow. However, their free cash flow right now is 52. So we're going to use that. Okay, they are free cash flow positive. So we're going to go ahead and use 52. And we're going to be taking 2021 minus 2018, which will give us 3. Okay. And we're going to take this 3 and put it right here. Okay. So that's going to cut out all this other stuff. And we're going to be doing an intrinsic value calculation on the Bright Health. So now we're going to do the good old math here. 218, 131, 4029. Oh, sorry. 2021, they made about 9. So they're growing from these past years 213%. Okay. And again, the free cash flow, like we said, we're just going to be using this particular number here, the 52. All right. So we're going to put 52. Then the number of outstanding shares, we're going to do 392. Okay. Which is in millions. We're going to make an assumption from Yahoo Finance right now, but I just wanted to make sure we have this. So originally, we went ahead and we were like, well, things are doing really well right now. We're like, oh wow, $25 to $43. That sounds reasonable. That sounds great for the specific stock. However, if you look down to the investor presentation, they're expected to make anywhere between $6.8 to $7 billion for 2022. Okay, so let's just use that number. If you take 7, subtract it from 4, because again, if you look at the stock, the stock wasn't around. The specific stock here wasn't around back in 2018, right? So we're going to just use the 2021 numbers, which is $4 billion. Okay. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be taking the growth rate that we had, or the revenue expected from their presentation, which was here, 7 billion subtracted from 4. So let's do it here. 7 billion subtracted from 4 is 3. Then you take 3 divided by 4, which gives you the difference of 75%. So they're going to be growing 75% year over year from 2021 to 2022. And by doing that, you see their stock goes ahead and drops down from $4.64 all the way down to the bull case of $7.89. Okay. And this is growing at 75%. All right. So this is essentially what we were expecting for them to grow. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling it. However, if you look at the analysts for the Bright Health, you can see for the revenue estimates, even when they're estimating these here in the 8 billion, they're looking at a 19.9%. So if we take that here, 19.9%, we see the stock hovering anywhere between $1.62, $1.61 to $2.66. So you see that Bright Healthcare, very bright, yeah. So, and if you go to the stock price, we're trading at $1.81, exactly within the intrinsic value calculation range. Okay, so this is interesting here, and I'm speaking a little slower than I usually do because long day, right? I appreciate that. Maybe I should go slow more often. So base case, $2, right? So now let's go to our Discord channel, and if you haven't done so, we just got a new sponsor. I'm going to make a little joke in the future about it, but we'll let you guys know. But here, make sure you take advantage of your free stocks, 5 free stocks valued up to $9,600. Okay. Take advantage. It's going to end the end of April. So we got a couple more days. So take advantage. All right. I want you guys, I want the best for you guys. Okay. All you got to do is deposit a penny and then you got it. All right. So there's that. So now we got that out of the way. I want us to go to Brain Machine. Okay. So I developed and created this software here that is able to do really good fundamental analysis. And it's going to be rolled into an app. Okay. But in the meantime, for fast rollout and for affordable prices, again, we'll be including this in the Al Stock Alerts, which is the Discord, right? If we go ahead and we do Al Help, you see my big fat head right here, Brain Machine. Again, this is our leading edge market analysis utilizing, that's my espresso machine learning algorithms, again, powered by Al Stock Trade. So if you look at this here, and if you go to price targets here, you click on this, and then you go into the summary for price targets here, and then you type, and this is all from our Discord, right? BHG, which is the ticker symbol for Bright Health. You would essentially get Citigroup. They went ahead and gave a price target of $3.50. And so it seems to me that they dropped it. But let's keep going further. Let's keep going. Let's do a so 3.5. And then that's good enough here. And then if you want, we can do a DCF real quick of BHG. And you can see it's around $3.53. Now, hold on. If we were to go down, and let's go down to our Trade Master, which is another bot. We'll go down the stocks. We'll go down to the pen here, and we'll see if there's any, if you can help me find it here. Let's see. Price target. There's so many commands. Right. I just literally, I rolled this one out too. That's why it's different. It's like, what's Trade Machine? Let's take here price targets, right? So by doing this, and then Brain Machine will upload it soon. And let's do BHG. We can see that we have 10 analysts, a high price target of $5, an average of 3.3, but then a price target low of $2, which was Chase by the name of Gil or Jill. She thought Bright Health, I remember her exactly. I read her analysis paper of Clover versus Bright Health, right? Well, look at her now, right? Look at her now. Reminds me of that song by Selena Gomez. Okay, so as you can see right now, the sentiment for Bright Health has changed. Okay, this is the intrinsic value. Now, hold on. This is from what the analysts are expecting. I think it's going to grow 75% year over year, which then this will be the price target. And if it so happens, let's push this out to 10. These could be the prices, but sorry. These could be the prices, but based off of how unreliable they've been, pulling out of 6 states, those were losses that were terrible. And then if you look at how much the CEO made that year, extremely bad. So if I was a Bright Health shareholder, I would not be happy right now. Okay, so there's that. Now it's up to you guys. I don't think you guys care about the support and resistance lines for Bright Health unless you want to play them. I think you guys will maybe, for people that are watching that don't have access to our Al Stock alerts, would you guys want the projections for Clover? Because I usually do them about once a week. I was going to do a market analysis, but I felt like I needed to talk about Bright Health because everyone I've been pushing it, and I just wanted to make sure we take some time and analyze it. Why I wasn't advocating for this, like, why did I not like it? So that's why. Okay, so I'm trying to see if you guys have any questions. Please drop them in the chat. Let me see. So yes. So let's go ahead and take a look at Clover's projection. So again, this is a Monte Carlo projection. It pretty much predicts 30 days into the future by using machine learning algorithms. And if you look at that, you can start to see that, again, Clover could go anywhere between 2.6 to 2. What we are starting to see here is that we are starting to see a curve up. Again, that's more closer to the bull case versus the bear case. But we are starting to see an uptrend. Now, just in case that people say, well, we don't know if this actually works, it actually is a pretty sophisticated maneuver. I mean, with the algo flow and everything, all together, it really, really does a good job at predicting, especially for the short-term traders, which is what the market is pretty much is right now. So this is all the people here that are making really great profits. Like we're talking $2,000 to $4,000 a week utilizing options. And these are a couple of screenshots of the profit sections. And these are real people. Someone said they're in the profit sections here. And just want to make sure there is a 3-day free trial. I want to make sure I make that clear. 3-day free trial. Okay. All charts and humans are guessing. It takes emotions out of it. Exactly. Nobody can predict the future. Exactly. So you want to go in and you want to basically have something that you're consistent with. Consistency. And if the market changes, which it won't, because big money is controlling the market now, we will be successful. Now, speaking of that, let's quickly dive into the equity hedging index since we're shifting to Clover now. So the equity hedging index essentially looks at all the hedges, and this data is available to hedge funds. Okay. And what it does is that whenever we're at an extreme peak, we get to a level where we're like, all right, that's the bottom. Done. So this was the 2020 pandemic here. Okay. And as soon as we had that double top, and then once it recrossed that line, we were good. Now, I do have some other data that says big money is pulling out, right? But there is some conflictions. Will there be a stock market in terms of a recession? Yes, I think in the next 2 to 3 years. I don't know when. I hope it's sooner. Well, but what I do see here for the equity hedging index is that it is starting to cross this green line, and I'm looking for it to kind of do a double top here. As you can see, once the equity hedging index started to go down, you started to see stocks started to rally. Remember that rally that we had? Clover was up like some odd percent. Everyone was like, yeah, we're making money, right? Well, short-term traders were saying, hey, I can take advantage of this and I can go boom, 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 right? And utilize this data, right? So, so that's kind of an idea. So we're looking at it to when is it going to go down? Now, if you recall, I remember telling you a couple days ago that this started to go up and this started to go down, meaning that the market is starting to change. Smart money is starting to buy while dumb money is selling. Why? Because the stock's going down. And obviously, if the stock goes down or the stocks, go down, it's a terrible market, right? But that's when smart money buys. And having access to this data removes the emotion because it keeps you grounded. We are emotional creatures. Our amygdala is so freaking strong for a reason because it's survival. But when you're in the market, you got to turn that off or you're going to make some mistakes. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. Now, for the estimates, we know the revenue estimates for Clover are going to be good. I always do these things here. These are the estimates to 2024. Yep, we have access to that, of course. But what I wanted to do is, in terms of the technical analysis, just graphing it in my head is definitely trend line resistance, trend line support, good. Okay, the VIX for sure, and it's below all these. Okay, so we'll go dive into the Fibonacci if you guys want, but looking at some unusual flow to see if there's what's going on with that. So there's no unusual flow, but we do have TradeMaster. So I would verify for TradeMaster for all my members, right? Okay, make sure you verify big flow on that one as well. So again, 36% institutions have been buying Clover, and we're going to be putting those those SEC 13Fs with inside Brain Machine, so you'll know exactly which institution has been buying. In fact, if you were to go to Brain Machine here, and if you were to type in fact, let me just zoom in here because we're done with the intrinsic value calculator. Because if you zoom in, it's hard to, I guess you can still see it. But I like zooming in here. So if you go into the help menu for our Brain Machine, which is our proprietary software here that we've injected it inside of our Discord, it's epic. It even has a really cool face here. Not as cool as one of our other members, the funny one. But if you look at institutional stock ownership, we can just hit this here, and we can look at get stock ownership by symbol, and then we can just hit up CLOV here, and then we can get all the great information regarding how many institutions are holding, the number of 13F shares that institution are holding, the last number, how many people are invested, new positions, the last new positions. Looks like there are 8 new positions. I'm sorry, you probably can't see that. Looks like there are 8 new positions for Clover. They increased positions by 49. So, again, Brain Machine is very helpful because it gives you kind of the fundamentals, what people technically forget. And we're going to go into the shorts and all that good stuff in there as well. But Brain Machine is extremely talented in that it is able to do the fundamentals, which people don't look at, the Warren Buffett type of analysis. Okay. And we are going to, it is going to take time, but it's very difficult to manually teach a machine to do this. This took 10 years for me to design and to do. So I don't, I'm at it. So we do have a DCF in here. Like, for example, what's the DCF? Kind of statement of cash flows, right? Discount, right? So if you look at DCF of Netflix, you can see it's around 211, right? So we have it. We have a general type of DCF, but it's not as good as ours here. This is an equation I can use to generalize, but it's not the best, right? So anywho, that's the stock institutional ownership. Now let's go back, right? 36% here. So let's quickly look at some Twitter chatter, which Brain Machine can do as well. Go figure. I mean, these are reporting right now, so makes sense. I'm sure Wall Street Bets is on fire right now. I'm sure it's the same. Yeah, I see. About the same. Like Google showing up twice. All right, because it did drop. It did dip a little bit. All right. So now let's go ahead and look at the support and resistance levels for Clover to kind of get an understanding of what the hell is going on. So we're going to do the minute. The day, I already did the day here, but I'm going to go do the hour. And then we'll go ahead and do the week. Okay. So now that we have all this, we can see that Clover, let's look at the accurate stock price number. We're at 268. Okay. And we dropped below our $2.73 level of support. And we tried to bounce off on it, but then we got hit hard at 290, and now we just broke through 273. So the question is, what's next after that? And that you need to go to the hour chart. 260 is going to be the battleground right now. We're at 268 now. 260 is huge. Now, again, a lot of the stock market, our stock alerts members, they use the bullseye, which is an AI that basically tells you it's a brainless way to do options. And it basically tells you when to do a put, a call, and at what time point. And then they come here and they kind of balance it out at when they want to release, their positions. So it's really fun. But you can see $2.60 is right here. But you see that little tip? You see that little tip right there? That tip is coming out like that right there. You are seeing a little rebound. So we may get a rebound, but we might get a fake out and it might jump through that 260. And the next one is 221. Okay. And then we want to look at our day, which was right here. Again, it broke to 277. Then if it continues through that 260, we're looking at 2.01. Last but not least, our week, again, we're hovering here. So it depends. If we do this double tap here, then there it is. That's your bottom, right? So we got to see. But what I am seeing is that we're getting closer. We are getting closer. Once inflation, let's say they are to bring it down, we're going to go ahead and double check. I mean, we're going to see. So in terms of basis point hikes, let's see if I can do this here. So if we go to economics, I don't want to just leave this out for you guys because I really think it's important. So I may take me a minute to find this here, but I just don't want to leave this out. I want to make sure this is available for free for people to see because it really is important. I can just talk about it. I have it in my head. I just talk about it, but it's nice to show. It's in general market from my recollection. Yeah, it's in general markets. So trade master here, general markets. So here it is. So if you go to the Fed's rate, the beautiful part about this is check this out. On May 4th, we're going to have a Fed's meeting. And there's going to be the rate, either we're going to get a 75 to 1 rate hike or 0.5. And many people are saying, you know what? There's a chance of 92%. It could be even higher. But this is what the market's pricing in. And the Federal Reserve is stuck between a hard place. So maybe this market posturing is saving the ultimate rate hike. And they may come in and do a 0.25, which will rally the crap out of the markets. But we'll see. But you see how it gives you kind of the sentiment here? And it's up to you how you read it. Like, for example, here for the options, if you look up, if you look up here, you can see the put call volume ratio. And whenever we get to extreme levels here, we're at bearish extremes. Now, I'm a contrarian investor. I like to invest when it's here. I don't like to invest when everyone's happy. Again, be fearful when others are greedy. And we have all this data here for you guys, right? We also have an index one too. You guys can see that, right? So, all right. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to make, we should look at the algo. The algo is extremely useful. The problem with, and it's a shame, but let's put it here. Let's see if there's any data. Oh, wait. I'm dummy. Wrong channel. So it's right here. Right here. So we are definitely still bullish. It is still above 0, but it is coming down. So if you look at the day for the algo flow, let's see. It's just doing it for the 5-day then. Yeah, 5-day. We are starting to come down, so we could be bearish. Who knows? But it is still above 0. We're going to have to see tomorrow where it does. And this updates constantly. Okay, this updates. Let's go ahead and put this comment up here. But I do want to show you one more thing really quickly. Chamath. I know what you meant. Sounds like Kmart. Thinks Clover is a good hold during the economic downturn. What are your thoughts? Exactly. Yeah. So, think about it. When you are essentially undergoing a recession, what are you going to cut first? You're obviously going to cut travel. You're going to cut restaurants. I feel bad for restaurants, man. You got a recession. You got a pandemic. Like, oh my God, give them a break, right? What else are you going to cut? I mean, think of it yourself. Sometimes most people are just in America. They just go, right? And no one just sits down and thinks, what would you cut? You're going to go ahead and cut the Uber Eats. So Uber's going to might take a hit. You're going to cut all the unnecessary spending. People are going to get laid off. So good luck buying cars. So car rates are going to start going down. What are people going to keep? Well, grocery store, Kroger is going to be looking pretty good. Hey, right? That's why Warren Buffett's invested in it. Okay, what else? Insurances are going to be looking pretty good. People still have to keep their car insurance. That's why he has Geico. People are still going to drink their Coca-Cola. That's why he has Coca-Cola, Warren Buffett, right? What else? Well, people have to do healthcare insurance. They can't cut their freaking health, especially in this country. Some people do, which is terrible. It shouldn't be that way, but so it's a protected asset. Also, in conjunction to Irish Vanity, who is killing it, I have to do a shout out. Irish is killing it, man. This guy, you're a dude, right? My apologies if you're not, because if not, you're killing all these guys in here. I think you're a dude, but he he. I hope I'm saying your pronouns correctly. He is killing it, right? This man is on freaking fire, man. Look at this guy. Even micro grow sounds like a freaking soil plant. This guy's shooting up, right? And I think he just literally signed up too, and just $1,000 just like that, right? So, oh, here it is. There's the rocket. There's Irish is right there. Irish is sitting right there, about to go on SpaceX rocket. Literally, he's killing it. Let me go ahead and love these. This is a different account. So now you got more. Yeah, I'm a guy. You are freaking killing it. So he is he's a big G. He's an OG. So let me and let me know if you're okay with me calling you out, because I don't know, like I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of each and every one. I'm just very proud. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very happy. Whenever I see you guys succeed, this is what I envisioned. I envisioned each and every one of you guys to see this beauty that the algo trading and we're essentially democratizing financial information. So I'm very happy. So okay, so I didn't even know where the hell I was. Okay, so let's go back to that question. So price is already raised. So I don't think, yeah. So if you look at and again, I usually do my market update in terms of my economic projections. Those are important. Personal savings is extremely high. There's a lot of money saved on the sidelines. So, it doesn't seem like a recession's coming. I think there's going to be a parcelation between the haves and have-nots of businesses. There's going to be businesses that are going to just struggle because of bad management, and there's going to be businesses that are going to thrive. Case in point, look at Netflix. Disney's on that list too, but even though it's still good, but it's getting itself in trouble, if you know what I mean, in Florida, right? Oh, it's the mushroom, Myco Grow. Is it like so it's a mushroom company. So it's like you grow mushrooms. What kind of? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kathy Wood is waiting for those savings to drop. Oh yeah, honestly, we got to do a Kathy Wood analysis on her. I think she posted a video. We'll got to sit down and together watch it. Thank you. SPY breaks support at 415. Isn't it going to crash? Okay. Good. Okay. So you just reminded me. I want to give you this information. This is really good information. There it is. Okay. So remember how I told you about the support and resistance lines that we just watched? Well, we also have access within the Discord for this. For example, Clover. We can do a technical analysis for Clove, and we can see that we have a first resistance line, a second resistance line, and the first support, second support, and it gives you the fibs for it, right? Now, I usually look at SPX. That's the big one there, but I don't know if yeah. So what's the SPY? Oh, sorry. There it is. So you're telling me 415 breaks support. So we are looking at that first level of support, which is 412, again 415ish. You're right on it. Then we have a second level of support at 409. Okay, and here are the fibs. Okay, so as you can see here, we might go as low as we might hit that level of support. And honestly, if you were to sit down here and take a look at the fib for, but let's go to dark pool here. And again, here you can also take a look at dark pool for our short squeeze stocks too. So it's almost like you have an Ortex subscription within our Patreon, within our stock alerts, because we don't like them anymore. But if we look at what was it? It's been a long day, guys. Al's tired. Uh, SPY. Look at the fib right now of SPY. We're looking at the low, maybe lowest possibly 410, 411, 410. And the beautiful part is you guys have access to all of this information at your fingertips. I mean, isn't that amazing? Howdy, William. Howdy. Manuel hung in the house, with Snoop Dogg, with big. Keep this PG-13. Functional mushrooms like lion's mane, relic. Oh, great for the brain health, mental clarity. I love mushrooms. Check out the research lines. No, since you're doing, I'll definitely do it. Hell yeah, no, for sure. I like ginkgo biloba myself. I have to be honest with you guys. I honestly haven't been eating that healthy lately, so I need to be better. I really do. But yeah. And for all of our members on the Discord, please, I beg you, go down to feedback and please give us more feedback. We want to hear from you. Tell me how I can make your day better. How can I improve this platform to be the best? I want it to be the best. I'm going into neurosurgery, so what do you guys think? I'm not going to be a chill dude, right? I want to make sure I support the crap out of you guys. Also, I forgot to tell you, shout out, we have Elon Musk's channel. So every time Elon Musk farts, he tweets anything, we get it. Everything. So if he talks about Dogecoin, he posts some really cool stuff. Those are freaking rockets. Every time he posts something, we get it within a minute. So if he talks about Doge, we got it. But again, we have the support and resistance lines for Doge, and we'll be able to kill all the Doge gamblers through science, right? So even though I don't advocate for that crap coin, right? But there's ways to make money. All right, so other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. There's a lot more, but I think this is it. So all in all, try out our free trial here at Owl Stock Trades. The Owl Stock Alerts, you can find us at owlstocktrades.com. That is owlstocktrades.com. And you'll be able to find that free trial right over here. And it's a 3-day free trial, which gives you more than enough time to see if this is a great fit for you. The results speak for themselves. I'm very confident in our system and our software, and I would love to have you here. Anyway, to get an FDA approval calendar on Discord for biotechs. So you're talking about FDA approval. I love the feedback. Let me do something. Boom. Okay. So to see FDA approvals, you go here. So where the hell is Trademaster? We go to Trademaster and we go in, and what is it? Learn our, what does it say? Sorry, learn Trademaster. Again, it's just another way of searching FDA. So you'll be able to see there's an FDA. So we have an FDA here, upcoming FDA filings. So 10 upcoming FDA filings. We have that. We have more. We have like what are on the pipeline drugs. So you can do this. That scared the bejesus out of me. This is general market. So if you go to general market, and if you type in if you type in FDA, you can see here, give it some time to shake and bake, right? For it all night. Hell yeah, no, yeah, and there it is. It takes some time because it has to search too, and it has to think too. It looks a little congested because I have this window open, but it'll flatten out. But it'll show you the stock, the price of the stock, what it's going on with it, and it'll give you the stages and essentially decisions of what's happening. Now there's more. But there's more. You know that commercial? But there's more. Again, guys, I packed this. For people that are on the Discord, they saw me. I was up all night. I mean, I'm killing myself, right? But I really, again, I want to give you guys the best. So I mean, it's not, this. I mean, I'm giving all I got here. A pipeline. So if you look up pipeline, we also have Senate and House trading, so you can see what Nancy Pelosi's up to. You know what I mean? I have a crush on her too, but so is Kathy Woods, right? And also, what's her name from Hawaii? Tulsi. Oh yeah. Okay. Um, so this is pipelines. This gives you up to 10 drugs in the pipeline for a stock. So I think you would have to put the stock symbol. You have to do a little bit more DD. So what you do is let's say, for example, you look up this company here, this chemotherapy-induced neutropenia, and you go in here and you type in the pipelines, and you want to see what are the pipelines in this company, and none found. And you would search all these other ones and see all the other ones that you guys like. Okay, but that's the power of this. That's why that's why I said the results speak for themselves. And you can see it for yourself for 3 days free trial. I'm very confident. That's why I'm like, 3-day free trial. You guys are going to love it. And if you love it so much, we do offer which again, people on my board were like, I don't know I don't know how they feel about that. But again, we're trying to democratize information here. We're not trying to, you know what I mean? So we do offer a lifetime. So we offer a course, which includes the intrinsic value calculator, which you guys know and love, right here, okay, which we saw in the right. But it also includes lifetime access to my Discord, right? Our stock alerts. But as the course gets developed and as the Discord gets developed, it will start increasing. But right now it's $6.99, so it's a kill. It's a killing savings, and it's save 50, you get $50 off. So there it is. So there we go. And yeah, so there's that. So let's see if anything comes here. So much info. It takes us a while to see all the functions. Strong. Again, this is gonna be a pain in your butt. So when you come in here, guys, you are going to. There's going to be emotional damage here. Okay, yeah. I mean, are you watching this? Look at all these commands. Look at that, and there's going to be more. And then you got Brain Machine, and then don't forget about the one down here. You got Robo research. And look at that, and more commands down here too, right? You got CPI data, federal funds rate, all these things. Recession, risk of recession. In fact, with my Brain Machine, here, let's do Brain Machine, and we'll call it. So if you go Al Help, you go to Brain Machine, and let's say you want to look at economics. Where the hell is the economics here? eHelp, right? Al eHelp. And then you want to go ahead and look at market risks. So let's say you want to invest in countries. Well, Brain Machine goes ahead and tells you which countries that are carrying a lot of risk. So it gives you the equity risk and the country's risk. So let's go ahead, and we know which country is at risk right now. Let's see where we can find Ukraine. I'm sure Ukraine is here. Did I miss it? There's a U here, but Central America. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm very tired right now. Ukraine. See? Equity risk, 11. Country, 6.3. How do you say that? Tajikistan. Yeah, it's tough. But it gives you the risks in the countries. Like Dubai's looking pretty good. The equity, not too bad, right? Iraq, so it helps you. Like, for example, look at Israel. 0.68. It's looking pretty good. So again, this is fundamentals, and it helps you understand the global market. And so much is going to be put in this brain. So much. Kind of looks creepy, but badass. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I hope this was very helpful. And yeah, it's a privilege and honor, guys. You have no idea. We put in a lot of strong work here, and this is just 3-4 months. I like to work fast. Imagine in 10 years what is going to happen to this program, right? We're going to turn into an app soon. We're working on it. But yeah, it's a privilege and honor, guys. Let's make money. And last but not least, for bullseye, just since I talked about it, just kind of make sure we put the tile the bow knot. Bullseye basically tells you, it removes the guesswork from buying puts and calls. It tells you when to buy, call or put, the strike price, the expiration, and the AI confidence levels. And like, when the more confidence you get, it highlights it for you. Okay. And it gives you so much detail. And you can go in and look at your support and resistance, the Fibonacci, all these things. Okay. And then you can go to FinViz here. We have access to that too. And let's say, for example, you want to know what happened today in the S&P 500. Okay. So you go up to pin, and then you want to go up to maps. So you want to look at the heat chart here, heat chart, S&P 500. You look up this here. Just make sure the arrow is not in there. Put that in and look at that. Give it a couple seconds. It has to fetch it. And then it basically tells you what areas were green. So you can see a little bit in energy is green. So then you can go in our Brain Machine or our Trade Master and go in there and search sector-specific low, short, float stocks with a very high short interest, and those are going to squeeze. You see the magic here, the connectiveness, the cohesiveness. We're building something great. So anywho, it's a privilege and honor. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, each one teach one. All right. God bless. Peace.